All right, guys, we're back. So Catfire also, aside from being just a freaking cool guy,
Awesome.
is also featured on one of our new demo songs in Studio One
Yep.
version 4. So make sure you check out that demo song and check out what he's doing
Yeah,
production-wise.
definitely.
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So in addition to that, we're going to be posting another much longer video and much more detailed video of him explaining some of the new features with Impact XT, Sample 1 XT, and all kinds of new features. So speaking of Sample 1 XT, why don't you show us a little bit about some of the new features?
Sure. All right, so let's take a look at Sample 1 XT. So here's the new Sample 1 XT, blue, but of course, like Impact XT, you can change the colors.
Nice.
So Sample 1 XT gives you, we expanded upon it, we give you a lot of new options in terms of being able to record in sampling. It'll actually make slices as you record in using the gate record option there. We give you envelopes, so graphical envelopes that you can draw in different things according to the pitch, filter, and the amp and the LFO options we give you. Also mapping capabilities there. So one of the cool features about Sample 1 XT is that you can actually, there's an auto slice feature in it when you drag in certain loops. Well, any loop really. So for instance, here's a loop here. Now if I were to drag this over, it's just going to add it. But once I hold the modifier shift, now it's going to add the sample, but it's also going to chop it up and slice it.
Oh, sweet.
And then that's also going to map to different keys in Sample 1 XT. So now in my mapping view, you see all the different slices here. They're assigned automatically to MIDI notes that you can play on your MIDI keyboard.
So that's just drag and drop, and you hold down shift.
Correct.
Awesome.
Correct. And so with that, you can replay samples, that sort of thing. You can remap things. You can manipulate things differently in the loop that you have. A ton of creative options. And this, you can do this with any audio file. It's not just audio loops or music loops. It can be any audio file that you have on your computer. You can do this with. Another option in Sample 1 XT, and let's just reveal this guy here, is we gave you effects. So just like PreSonus XT has different effects, delays and reverbs and modulations, that sort of thing, we gave you that in Sample 1 XT as well. So here is, and we're going to enable the new loop option here, put it on sustain. All right, so you have your loop point there, and I'm just going to play it. All right, and so just to go through some of the, here's some modulation effects. So there's a phaser, flanger, chorus. You have delays. There's even a gator, just like in Impact XT. So a lot of new creative options there. Just like Impact XT, you also have the option to reverse. So now you can reverse. You have some reverse options where you can have it ping pong, so it'll go back and forth. Just play the sample over and over, back and forth. So
that's awesome.
So lots of new creative options available for you in Sample 1 XT, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. We gave you tons of new filter options there as well. You can automate those. You can use the LFO to manipulate those. Lots of creative tools for sound design there.
Killer. Awesome. All right, guys, so next we're going to hear from another longtime friend of PreSonus. It's Johnny Geib. So he's with Home Studio Trainer. I'm sure a lot of you guys that are, follow our online community have heard of Johnny and probably have been helped out by him because he's one of the most helpful and knowledgeable guys that's part of our community. And then after that, we're going to hear from Blake Smith. So check this out.